Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Shamar Stewart in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 36 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
The RPO, that one is complete.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Open man, left side, he's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. And he pitches it. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Brings up 2nd and a yard. On 1, ready? 2nd and a yard. Here we go. Once again, it's Scatterboot. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. Nice game here. He's gonna be marked down at the 35-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down. On 1, ready? Again, out of the gun, and it's Scatterboot. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. Here we go. On the ground, it's Scatterboot. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now, pause here. Injured player. It's Jamar Chase, who's in some discomfort. Here we go. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Really nice physical run off the jet sweep. You traditionally think of these plays, Mike, as more of like a finesse play, more of a speed, just outrun everyone to the perimeter, but really nice job breaking tackles, and it's pretty easy to see why they want to get the ball in his hands.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go.
This is intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Drive will start on the ground, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Set. Stop. Right 80. Right shot. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's into the end zone. Post and Loveland. Touchdown Bengals. His 4th TD grab of the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll go with the counter on 1st down, and he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
3. 3rd down and 3. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the
Raven football,
37-yard line.
quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
Back to throw, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 37 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
brings up second.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
In trouble, and down he goes. Jamar Stewart. He's able to get to the quarterback for the second time here in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard drive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Gun.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
On 1, ready?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
On 2.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a toss to Scatterboot, heading right. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
DC, ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson moving to his right. That's to the sideline and intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
It's 2nd down.
Certain guys just have a knack for making splash plays, and I don't even think you can really coach it. I mean, this guy, first he has a pick, now a sack. He comes up with a fumble recovery, Mike. He's getting the football equivalent of a hat trick, and there's no mistake about it. This guy's ball.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of
1, ready?
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st
Gun.
and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A run straight ahead, that's Scatterboot. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Let's get set.
He'll try the right side with Scatterboo. And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest. And that was a big-time throw right there.
Here we go. What is that?
They'll put Loveland in motion. Scatterboo is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Ravens 3. Evan McPherson to kick
After
off
the
for
TD,
Cincinnati.
on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
180.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. First and 10. Jackson up top again. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
Again, it's Jackson.
34-yard line.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. third down coming up. Jackson looking to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Makes things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
35-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
180. 11 empty. 11 empty. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will go all the way. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
180. 180.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground here again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Scannaboo.
Number 44, and Scannaboo on area. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll go again with Scannaboo. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Stop.
Right back to Scannaboo on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Cincinnati.
To throw is Burrow. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
A gain of 12.
They'll run with Scannaboo. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down,
Here we go.
Bengals.
180. Stop.
First carry here, and it's Taj Brooks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
3rd down, they need 5.
Here we go. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bengals. That first touchdown this year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long. From the gun, Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another 1st down. Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
1-1, ready?
They bring Chase in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he's got a Bengals first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Alpha, sit on. 180. 180. I shot. Report. Sit on.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Jackson from the gun. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
10 at the 12-yard
Here we go.
line.
180.
Up the middle with Scalaboo. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Let's get set.
They bring Chase in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go.
Here's Scalaboo.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's got another one. Holston Loveland. Touchdowns, Bengals. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bengals are able to extend the lead. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for
After the
Cincinnati.
TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Once again, it's Scatterboot. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 27.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
On the toss, Scatterboot. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Let's get set. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a
The
touchdown.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Alpha, set up.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Ready. Set up.
Second down, Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It's now 3rd down.
Throwing Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Ready.
Jackson now. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. That works out as they convert on 4th down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
His 11th grab of the game. And a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set up. What? Set up.
Jackson up top again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do?
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Here we go. Behind.
On 1st down, it's Scatterboot. And they'll be set up now. Out past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. ground. It's Scannable. The ball comes out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's McKee now on second down. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On fourth down, McKee. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go.
Second and 11.
Hot. 180. Nice hot. Hot.
They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. A tough spot here. Third and long.
Hot.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
For the Bengals.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my different breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the high up. These ain't come from the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Better when
Yeah.
I wanna
Yeah.
get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop one more.